Dito sigurado makukorner mga kababayan si Sara Duterte. Kaya biglang nag-declare na kakandidato siya sa pagka-pangulo na ang basa ng mga analyst, paraan ni Sara to intimidate the congressmen. Yan problema, lalong tumapang yung mga congressmen. Ayan tuloy, may pang-apat pa. Dati 3, 4 na. Pinaulanan siya, mga kababayan, ng impeachment complaint ngayon. Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas. Yan niya Mr. Maravillas yung mga balita natin. Ito po yung balita. Sabi ni Congressman Ortega, unexplained wealth claims post Ortega to endorse fourth impeachment complaint versus BP Sara Duterte. May unexplained wealth mga kababayan. Pag may unexplained, dapat ipaliwanag. Diba? Tulad ng inaakusa sa dating Pangulong Ferdinand Idralin Marcos na ipaliwanag, hindi napatunayan yung sinasabing unexplained wealth. Kaya maraming dapat ipaliwanag itong si Sara Duterte. At ang sabi mga kababayan, sa pag-file nila ng fourth impeachment complaint, nag-endorse po si Ortega saka si Benny Abante ng Maynila. Ito anya yung mas pinakang comprehensive at pinakang malakas sa 3, yung pang-4, pinakamalakas na reklamo laban kay Sara Duterte. Yan sabi diyan. La Union 1st District Representative Paulo Ortega said, the alleged serious and disturbing allegation of unexplained wealth and omission in Vice President Sara Duterte's statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth, or SALNs, were his main reason for endorsing the latest impeachment complaint laban sa Vice Presidente. The fourth complaint filed by lawyer Nathaniel Cabrera places the Vice President's alleged undisclosed assets and wealth disproportionate to lawful income at the center of the case and calls for a forensic review of bank records in property transactions. Dito sigurado makukorner mga kababayan si Sara Duterte. Kaya biglang nag-declare na kakandidato siya sa pagka-pangulo na ang basa ng mga analyst, paraan ni Sara to intimidate the congressmen. Yan problema, lalong tumapang yung mga congressmen. Ayan tuloy, may pang-4 pa. Dati 3, 4 na. Pinaulanan siya, mga kababayan, ng impeachment complaint ngayon. Sabi po ni Congressman Ortega, this is about constitutional accountability niya. The SALN is mandatory and must be complete and truthful. And any undeclared asset or unexplained wealth is a grave issue, sabi po niya. On Wednesday, February 18, Ortega and Manila 6th District Representative Benny Abante endorsed the Cabrera complaint before the House Secretary General, Cheloy Garafil. The complaint alleges that certain bank accounts, properties, and significant cash movements were not fully reflected in Duterte's SALNs. This raised questions about whether her declared net worth accurately represents her true financial position. Kita na ninyo, mga kababayan, yun pa lang pong SALN ni Sara Duterte, 85 million yata. Tapos si Digong, 35 million. Pero kaya nila na magbayad ng, sabi, 150 million per month na attorney's fee ni Kaufman. Paano nangyari yon? Doon pa lang talagang katakataga. Yun ang kini-question din ni attorney Falsis, Jesus Falsis. Paano nangyari yung ganon? Di ba talagang kaduda-duda? So sabi dito sa balita, like the 3 impeachment complaints against Vice President Sara Duterte, it was transmitted to the office of the Speaker, Faustino D. III. In his complaint, Cabrera asked the House through the appropriate committee to issue subpoenas for bank records covering deposits, withdrawals, transfers in account activity from 2019 to 2025, as well as to coordinate with agencies such as the Commission on Audit, Bureau of Internal Revenue, and Anti-Money Laundering Council or AMLAC. It also proposed commissioning an independent forensic accounting team to reconcile SALNs with bank and property records. So sabi po sa reklamo, to determine niya the existence and extent of unexplained wealth in SALN violations, I respectfully request that this Honorable House of Representatives, through the appropriate committee, take the following actions. Issue subpoena for bank records, deposits, withdrawals, transfers, account openings, and closures. For accounts held by respondent, immediate family members, known associates, and corporate entities plausibly connected to respondent for the period 2019 to 2025. Order preservation of vault inventories, sealed envelopes, and any physical documentary evidence referred in Joint Circular Number 2015-01. Pending forensic review, authorized coordination with COA, the Bureau of Internal Revenue, the Anti-Money Laundering Council, and other competent authorities to obtain financial intelligence and to trace cross-border transfers and commission an independent forensic accounting team with experience in public corruption cases to produce a detailed tracing report reconciling SALNs with bank and property records. Dito mga kababayan, mamimilipit si Sara Duterte. Kaya nakita ko parang tumakbo na naman po yung mga abogado niya pa Supreme Court. Ito pala, sabi ni Torion kahapon, this picture was taken last year, February 18. Kuan pala niya. Yung last year pa pala to. When we filed the petition for certiorari questioning the impeachment complaints against VP Sara Duterte. Sa panalo namin, pero nandiyan na naman mga complaints ngayon, pero halos rehas lang sa mga paratang nila last year. Guide us to the right path, ya Allah, sabi niya. Malamang tumakbo na naman uli ito sa Supreme Court. Nagpaparamdam na naman po. Nakaamba. Para hindi matuloy yung trial. Impeachment trial sa Senado. So sabi dito sa balita, Cabrera said these requests are grounded in this Honorable House of Representatives constitutional investigatory powers in impeachment proceedings and in jurisprudence permitting the piercing of bank secrecy where necessary to investigate bribery, unexplained wealth, or corruption. Such conduct, sabi ng complainant, if established, constitute betrayal of public trust, a culpable violation of the Constitution, duties to disclose, and may give rise to criminal liability under applicable statutes. The complaint said the legal basis for this article include the constitutional requirement for public disclosure of assets, jurisprudence recognizing exceptions to bank secrecy in corruption and bribery cases, and this Honorable House of Representatives investigatory powers in impeachment proceedings. Ortega also cited the sworn affidavit of alleged former Duterte administration intelligence officer Ramil Madriaga, who described the transport and delivery of millions of pesos in cash in duffel bags, following the encashment of confidential and intelligence funds allocated to the Office of the Vice President and previously to the Department of Education. These confidential and intelligence funds amounting to hundreds of millions of pesos are subject to strict in audit rules. And when there are sworn accounts of large cash transfers, those must be reconciled with SALN disclosure, sabi po ni Ortega. Ayan mga kababayan, bubusisiin po yung yaman ni Sara na hindi maipaliwanag. Hindi tugma sa kanyang SALN. On the scope of the
inquiry, sabi ni Ortega, if public officials are required to disclose all assets and live modestly, then any material omission is a serious constitutional concern that the House cannot ignore. Ortega emphasized that impeachment remains a process, anya. This is not conviction, this is a process. But when there are sworn statements about large cash transfers and serious red flags in asset declarations, the House cannot look away, sabi ng congressman. Rejecting claims that scrutiny of financial records amounts to harassment, he added, oversight is not persecution, it is constitutional duty. The Constitution is not suspended because someone declares candidacy. If there is nothing to hide, transparency should not be feared.
Correct. Yan ang tingin ng mga analyst kung bakit nagdeklara ng napakaaga ni Sara Duterte para yung impeachment trial, impeachment complaint, yung pag-imbestiga ng Kongreso at ng Senado sa trial po. Gusto niyang palabasin na persecution, political harassment kasi nag-declare siya ng kandidatura sa pagkapangulo. Yan ang gustong palabasin mga kababayan ni Sara sa tingin po ng mga political analyst. May punto, mga kababayan. Ganun nga, naniniwala tayo na ganun nga ang intensyon ng ganyang napakaagang declaration. Ngayon, nagpalabas din ng statement si Chairman Benny Abante, Congressman Benny Abante, Chairman ng Committee on Human Rights pa din yata siya. Sabi dito sa report ng Daily Tribune, para alam ninyo yung source natin. Abante cites Corona impeachment in raising SALN issue versus Duterte. Sabi ni Abante, during the time of Chief Justice Corona, isa lamang nakapag-convict sa kanya. He was not able to declare all his assets in his SALN. Abante said, recalling the precedent set by the Senate Impeachment Court noong 2012. Corona was convicted after the Senate voted 20 nag-convict, tatlo yung bumotong hindi. Under Article 2 of the Articles of Impeachment for culpable violation of the Constitution, citing his failure to declare $2 million and 80 million pesos in deposit in his SALN. The Manila lawmaker raised the comparison as he discussed allegations in the complaint, including the alleged failure to truthfully and fully declare assets, liabilities, and net worth. So yun mga kababayan, nagkaroon ng comparison. At sa nangyari kay Corona, alam na natin, natanggal siya bilang Chief Justice. So sabi po ni Benny Abante, impeachment proceedings while political in structure, must ultimately be anchored on proof. Dapat may prueba niya. The impeachment proceeding is apolitical, but it is about evidence. It is about facts. He stressed that the process should not be reduced to partisan maneuvering, adding that lawmakers and senators must weigh the evidence presented. Abante said that as in previous impeachments, the outcome will depend on whether the allegations are supported by sufficient facts. If there's enough evidence, there's enough facts, and there's enough evidence to warrant the impeachment of Vice President Vice President, so be it. Abante reiterated that the Senate, sitting as an impeachment court, will ultimately determine the merits of the case, while members of the House will serve as prosecutors. So yan po mga kababayan yung mga nagbabagang mga kwento. So makikita ninyo ang sword of Damocles hanging before the head of Sara Duterte. Ito, wala man itong kinalaman dito ang Marcos administration, ang ating Pangulo. Itong impeachment complaints nangyari dahil po sa kanyang kagagawan na kailangan niyang ipaliwanag. Ngayon, kung walang ebidensya laban sa kanya, more na dapat siya na matapang niya dapat na harapin ito at pasubalian sa harap ng ating mga mamamayang Filipino in an impeachment trial na gagawin po ng Senado imbes na umiwas. Tama po? Para naman po walang balagid sa kanya. At halimbawa, malinis ang kanyang pangalan o di maganda, buwelo yung ating mga, walang agam-agam ang ating mga mamamayang Pilipino, mga botante, na iboto siya bilang susunod na Pangulo. Ngayon pa lang po, tinatawag na siyang president ng mga DDS, pre-claim na. Nag-announce pa lang Kaka-announce pa lang, pre-claim na po, panalo na. Ganon ka-assuming ang mga DDS, mga kababayan. Based sa history po, ang mga naunang nag-declare, natatalo po. Tulad ni Jojo Binay. Ang taas-taas, mataas pa ang ratings noon ni Jojo Binay kaysa kay Sara. Ayun, naunang nag-declare, natalo. Number 4. Ay, nako talaga po. Anyway, ayan man lang po ang ating short video. Si Dante Maravillas po. Bye-bye. God bless.